As I was getting music ready for this Sunday, I don't know if I'm all full ready for all Christmas songs yet, but it's amazing to me how songs, we're going to sing a song that you all know, Beautiful One, we've sang it a lot of times in here. And if you think about it in the realm of Christmas, it just adds a whole new meaning to some of these songs that we sing the rest of the year. You know, when he says, wonderful, wonderful is your unfailing love, beautiful one I love. And, you know, you kind of relate that to the baby in the manger, that it's a Christ worship. So just think of these songs more in idea of Christmas.
No Today we look at the hope that we have in Christmas. Our main passage today will come out of the 9th chapter of Isaiah. Familiar passage. We use it most every Christmas, I'm sure, at one point or another. Take a quick moment to remind you, hope. When we're talking about hope out of the Bible, it's not hoping that something happens as in maybe it will, maybe it won't. Hope in the Bible, hope in the Old Testament, hope in the New Testament is that anticipation of a certainty. Anticipating a certain fact. It will happen, it will come. That is what hope means in the Bible. Isaiah chapter 9, we're going to just go verse by verse, starting in verse 2. Which, by the way, if you're reading in Hebrew, which I'm sure none of you are, this is verse 1. So, just goes to show some people even disagree what the verses should be. Isaiah 9, chapter 2. The people who walk in darkness will see a great light, and those who live in a dark land, the light will shine upon them. The Jews had been waiting for Messiah. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years waiting for the promised King of Kings, the one who would come, the one who would restore Israel, the one who would set everything right. They had not heeded the warnings that God's prophets had sent. They had not turned away from their idols. They had not listened as Isaiah and Jeremiah had told them. Judgment is coming. Judgment is coming. They're going to come, and the city is going to be leveled. They didn't believe it could happen. And so they were conquered. And they were exiled. And there, out of their own homeland, away from Israel, in the midst of a foreign people, they held on to this hope. The hope of Messiah to come. The hope that the nation would be restored. And it was. They were brought back. They were restored to the promised land, but they were still not independent. They were, through Cyrus, allowed to go back, allowed to rebuild the temple, but from that point on, they were always under the rule of some other nation. They looked back through the exile. They looked back at the restored kingdom. And they look back at Isaiah and they say everything that Isaiah had said came true. He was a true prophet. And so, if what he said about the coming judgment, if what he said about the period of exile was true, then this prophecy must be true too. Those who walk in darkness will see a great light. They were waiting for the Messiah. But they did not understand who he would be.